The Cleveland Indians baseball team just changed their name to the Cleveland Guardians. But that name is also a problem. The Cleveland Guardians? Just another insult. That's real. Yes, the Cleveland Guardians is the newest problem. I'm not kidding. I'm Tyler Zed. Welcome to Zeducation. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another SJW episode, where here on this series we highlight this insanity and this hysteria from the newest religion in the world, this SJW cult, where everything is offensive, everything in the past needs to be brought up to cancel others, and everything's problematic, okay? You should be offended by all. And today we are going to document where we are with many of these issues that we are seeing in the social justice movement. And as always with these videos, if you cringe, you win. It means your brain works. It means you know that this is not doing anything for equality. It's not doing anything for justice. It's just dividing Americans and the rest of the world further and further. But there may also be some hope, and I'll show you that hope at the end of this video. If you are ready for today's game, if you cringe, you win. Head down and like this video, and if you are new here, please make sure you're subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now, on to today's game. If you cringe, you win. Go. Why the way we teach kids table manners is actually kind of racist. Parents out there, there you go from the website, Today's Parents. Teaching your kid manners. Manners at the table, that's racist.
Anti-Asian racism has the same source as anti-black racism, white supremacy. So even when a black person attacks an Asian person, the encounter is fueled very specifically by white supremacy. White supremacy does not require a white person to perpetuate.
That's real. This is where we are. If only they could hear themselves speak. Holy crap. Surfing, despite its roots in indigenous Pacific Islander history, has been seen as a sport for straight white men for far too long. Thank you, San Francisco Weekly, for pointing this out. I've had a problem with this for a long time. This damn straight white men. I can't take it anymore. The National Association of Basketball Coaches has called for the SAT and the ACT, long-standing forces of institutional racism, and wants them eliminated from use in determining athletes' eligibility. The tests that figure out what you know or how big of a failure your public school is, they want to get rid of that. Sad. An early medieval warrior found buried in Finland with feminine clothing, a sword and jewels may have been non-binary. A new analysis finds, suggesting some non-binary people had high status in that community. Or it was Mel Gibson from Braveheart. Or you guys are just reaching for shit and you're trying to make this stupid narrative catch on. Come on, like, really? Vlogger pushes to cancel the word curry because of colonial origins. That's right. Curry is bad. Curry, the word, is very bad. I love curry, but I guess that just exposes my supremacy, okay? Shame on me. Shame on you. Shame on you. Ban curry. Ban it. Sex should be removed as a legal designation on the public part of birth certificates. The American Medical Association said Monday. American Medical Association. That's where we are.
I just made pronoun bracelets and I would like to explain them. This one stands for he, him, so green and blue, more masculine colors, I guess. This one stands for she, her, so pink and purple, more feminine colors. And then this one stands for they, them, and it's yellow and orange, which are like gender neutral colors. When I wear this one, it means that I just go by they, them. When I wear these two together, it means I go by she, them. When I wear these together, it means I go by he, them. When I wear all of them, it means that I go by all pronouns. And when I wear these together, it means that I go by she, him. I'm gonna wear them all right now because I go by all pronouns right now. My pronoun, preference has changed 3 times today. This does not happen very often with me, but I'm wearing all 3 right now.
I hope you guys remember every single person on Earth, their individual pronouns, their rules to their pronouns, okay? By the way, if you're on Twitter, you have to go follow Libs of TikTok because they post a lot of stuff like this. And it's pretty far out there. This is pretty mild to some of those. South Korea TV sorry for using pizza to depict Italy at the Olympics. How dare you? How dare you, Korea? They're more than just pizza, okay? From the Vagina Museum. Instead of women's health, say reproductive health or gynecological health, whatever you prefer. Instead of women and girls, say people who menstruate or people who have periods.
Gender euphoria, the best way I can describe that is like fully recognizing yourself, seeing yourself the way you want to be perceived. So like a lot of people when they get top surgery for the first time, they're going to feel a lot of gender euphoria because they're seeing themselves, as they want to be perceived. So for people like me who want to be perceived as more of a thing than a person, doing stuff like this, intense makeup or clown makeup, like that's obviously going to make me feel gender euphoria because I feel like myself. I feel like I recognize myself.
A thing? A thing. But you're talking. Things can't talk in English. The Texas Rangers team name must go. Finally, someone says it. The Rangers, the Minnesota Vikings, the Fighting Irish, the Patriots. Come on. Come on. Nope. The idea of 2 + 2 = 4 is cultural. And because of Western imperialism/colonialism, we think of it as the only way of knowing. Oh my. I can't even. Have you cringed yet? 2 + 2 = 4 is white supremacy, okay? They're just telling you it equals 4 because they're white supremacists. Is Jingle Bells racist? Despite backlash from the right, it's not black and white. Jingle bells. At Christmas, jingle bells. From The Guardian, mainstream media.
Welcome back to What's That Sexuality? Today's sexuality is trixic. Now, trixic is actually quite complex, especially since it's a new term. The basic definition is a non-binary person, no matter their orientation, who is attracted to women. But it's not always an exclusive attraction. The opposite of trixic is toric, which is the same thing except attraction to men. Now, someone who is trixic can also identify as a non-binary lesbian or feminomoric, though feminomoric is an exclusive attraction to females, the opposite of which is viromoric. The reason trixic or toric is so new is because the term non-binary is so new. It's also the reason why it's not very well known. Trixic flag contains the colors yellow, pink, magenta, and purple. The toric flag contains the colors purple, lighter purple, blue, green, and dark green. I hope you guys learned something and have a wonderful day.
Science, guys. Science. Even though I've already forgot what the bracelets meant, but whatever. Why are so many robots white? Study shows there's a racial bias. Plastic. Metal. Is racist, yep. It's racist. Things are racist.
Whiteness is rooted in patriarchal and sexual violence, and the entire cultural lineage of anyone considering themselves to be white trash is abuse. We were not taught how to abuse, we were shown how to abuse, and it is our job to unlearn that. Built into the fabric of my poor white single mother's DNA is generations of trauma, abuse, abandonment, and neglect. She was raised by racists. Her mother was beaten by a white man. Her mother was beaten by a white man. Great-great-grandfather shot and killed himself because he was cheating on his wife. Whiteness was created as a social mechanism through patriarchy and colonialism. We were not taught cultural traditions or spirituality. We were just taught how to survive. And for a lot of us, that survival was rooted in racism and sexism. And any poor white mother can tell you about it. Hurt people hurt people.
Patriarchy, dude. Whiteness, dude. Disband it all, dude. Come on, man. Frick, dude. We're hiring. Did you know Starbucks offers coverage for gender reassignment surgery and more? Is that real? Can we confirm? Is that real? Going to the gym is ableist and fatphobic. Stop. That can't be. Stop. I don't believe that one. That's satire. Has to be.
From Vice, men are worse for climate change than women because they love meat and cars. A new study has found that men emit 16% more greenhouse gas than women because they spend more money on fuel and meat.
I'm about to go double my intake on both. I'm gonna go drive around just for a couple hours for the hell of it now. I'm gonna order 2 steaks later. I love this, all right?
Frickin' patriarchy, you patriarchy kid.
The University of Wisconsin is removing a 70-ton boulder from its Madison campus at the request of minority students who view the rock as a symbol of racism. Yes, rocks, racist. I'm not kidding, that's real. All the black women in US are tired. CNN, divide, divide, divide. This is what they do. This is what they're amazing at. They're so good at dividing people. Why speaking English may spread more coronavirus than some other languages. If you're from the freaking West, man, or any place in the world that speaks English, you're the worst, obviously. We gotta disband the West. Is the meaning of WAP too explicit for children? We asked experts. Had to ask the experts. How about everyone use their brain? Okay? And if you don't know what WAP means, don't go look it up. Misogyny is praising male athletes for using their body to make a living, while invalidating women in sex work for doing the same. So comparable. So comparable. Advocates turn attention on bugs, birds, fish, and plants with racist names. Systemic racism is a nightmare for plant and animal diversity too, says major study. Invasive Asian carp will be renamed to remove the term's horrible xenophobic connotations in the wake of anti-Asian hate crimes. Or maybe it's just from there? This is so stupid. We live in clown world, you guys. The fact that she raped her mom is definitely the important topic at hand, but people should still be using the right pronouns for her, regardless of how deplorable her actions are. She's talking about the YouTuber that did that recently. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's disgusting. But yeah, don't forget to use the right pronouns for this person who just did this horrible thing. Reparations for slavery could have reduced COVID-19 transmission and deaths in the US, Harvard study says. Every opportunity to push this. CNN, there you go.
I made a really loud, yelly video about this, but I decided I will approach this in a more calm but stern manner. A lot of the people using kitty and pup and bunny self-pronouns are neurodivergent minors. It is a very common neurodivergent experience to feel a disconnect from being human and from the societal expectation of the gender you were assigned at birth. So when you have this intersection of feeling a disconnect from being human and a disconnect from the societal expectation of gender, whether you're neurodivergent or not, a lot of people have this experience who aren't neurodivergent. It's just very common with neurodivergent people. When this intersects, you get noun self pronouns and animal noun self pronouns. If you are not comfortable using someone's pronouns because you assume it's kink for some weird ass reason, don't interact with them and just shut up about it.
How did you do in today's game? Did you cringe at all? Because if you did, you win. It means your brain works. Did you remember all those rules that we have to live by now? Every individual out of the 7 billion people on Earth can make their own rules, and you got to remember them and play by those rules. That's today's SJW culture, guys. Sadly. But again, there might be a glimmer of hope. We might have this changing tide because recently people have started acting like this.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
he told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
What do you think? Is he right? Should we put people's feelings over reality anymore? Or have we gone far enough yet? Let me know what you think down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help me get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
How dare you! Idiots!